Hello, it's DG-ex, and today I've got a really great deck to share with you. Uh, at the core of the deck is basically Blastoise Deluge with Keldeo. So the Blastoise that lets you play as many water energy as you like from your hand. And then you've got Keldeo with Russian and the Secret Sword attack that has, does 20 extra damage for every water energy. But you've also got a second Blastoise, which is the washout Blastoise, which is the one you can see in the hand now. That Blastoise allows you to move energy from your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So, say your Keldeo that's active has a bunch of energy on it, uh, you can, but it also is damaged, so you want to switch that out. You can rush in from the bench. If you have a second Keldeo on the bench, you can rush in, and then you can use this older Blastoise to move all the energy from the bench to the active Keldeo, powering him up so he can attack with a fresh. So you can attack with a fresh Keldeo. What's really cool about this is that there's this Shuckle, the new promo Shuckle, says whenever you attach an energy from your hand to the Shuckle, you get to draw a card. So you use the Deluge Blastoise to attach all your energies to Shuckle, draw a bunch of cards. Usually you just keep on drawing more energy and whatever. Yeah, obviously you don't get to choose, but it's good to keep drawing more resources, and you kind of chain into even more energy. And you normally just keep going until your Keldeo's all powered up to knock out whatever you need to knock out. That said, a lot of the times, like if you've got to choose between which Blastoise to get first, choose the Deluge one. That way you can just keep attaching energy, and eventually you'll draw the washout one, because you're drawing so many extra cards. Here you can see the Russian helping put a fresh Keldeo out there, and then the washout Blastoise moving the energy to the active position. And the opponent concedes there. So one great thing we got to see that game was at the beginning of the game, you really want to, we ultra balled for that Jirachi, because you want to start out with a Pokemon collector every game to get those benched Blastoise out there. Plus you can usually start cycling energy attachments with Shuckle. So on the first turn you don't have a Blastoise out, so you just attach the water energy to Shuckle, get a card deeper, and hopefully you draw the setup you need. And wow, that kind of worked out. Next turn we'll be able to evolve that Blastoise and attach a bunch of energies to Shuckle and draw a bunch of cards. The only problem is if he has a Lysandre next turn, it's going to be a little risky to attach all the energy to Shuckle, because he could just Lysandre out the Shuckle and knock out all our energy. But we'll still have all the cards we drew. But what you really want is to be able to move the energy off of Shuckle, obviously, and there's no way we can get a Blastoise out to do that. this turn, but if we can last that one turn, we'll be just fine. So here I'm debating whether I should be switching out, whether I should be searching out cards that I want, or if I should be trying to draw them with the Shuckle ability. Here I'd decide just to computer search for a collector, get those basics out, because I definitely need to get a Squirtle this turn, and I'd like to get a Keldeo this turn. Here we'll just send a Keldeo up to soak up some damage, and then have a fresh one in the back to power up later. So the real dynamic of this match is that once we've got the Keldeo powered up, their Evital's are going to be able to one-hit KO the Keldeo. Would I power up the Keldeo to have the 6 energies on it to knock out an Evital, or the 7 to knock out Darkrai, then all they need is, the 2 energies for Evolball, and they can knock out my Keldeo. But if we're able to get a knockout on them every turn, it won't matter if they're able to KO us back, because here we're starting a turn ahead. They weren't able to do enough damage to Oko that Keldeo, so we'll have a head start on the race. The other thing is the washout Blastoise ability is a little worse than the shift gear on Kling Klang that lets you move metal energies, or the Dark Trance on Hydreigon that lets you move dark energies, because they can move back and forth at ease, where this can only move towards the active Pokemon, to the active Pokemon. But the having multiple Keldeos, and having Keldeo be one of the only Pokemon you want to put the energy on anyways, makes the washout a lot better. It makes it a lot more like the shift gear and Dark Trance, or if you're more familiar with the new Arumatase Fairy Transfer. Anyways, the cool thing about those is you get to play Max Potion. So we do play 1 Max Potion in this deck. The only thing is, 170 HP is really easy to KO in Unlimited, especially when you're playing a million energies and everyone's got Mewtwo-EXs and Yveltal-EXs, so you don't see it come up too much where the Max Potion is, but it is good to have it. Which I guess brings me to the next card. Junk Arm allows you to just play 1 Max Potion but have multiple uses out of it. So this is the game where I figured out I needed to be playing Lysandre in the deck, because I was kicking myself, because I could have just played Jirachi, searched for Lysandre, and knocked out that Evital off the bench, and he'd have no energy in play and have to reset up. And I get rid of another Evital, which is obviously going to knock out this Keldeo next turn. So kind of sad right there that I wasn't able to do that. But we're still already ahead on board. So we're ahead in prizes. We knock out that. It doesn't matter if he knocks us out now. We'll just use superior energy retrieval, get those energies back, and knock out that Evital. Right now we're looking at we'll get a draw step, plus we'll get to attach 5 energies onto Keldeo to draw 5 more cards, and we still can play a supporter that turn too. All we need to do is be able to find 1 more water energy. honestly, we don't even need to, because we already have junk arm. So we just draw enough cards with the water energies with Shuckle. That way we can discard 2 cards for junk arm, get back superior energy retrieval, discard 2 more cards, and get back the last energy we need to knock out that Jirachi-ex. Anyways, thanks for watching. I have more unlimited videos, and I plan to post more of them. A lot of the decks in my old videos have changed a lot over the last 2 years between fine tuning them and all the new cards that have come out. I leave them up there because it's kind of like a timestamp of when I first created the deck. Anyways, see you at the unlimited tables.